Hello and good evening. My name is John, and we're here playing Arcadia Fallen as part of my Steam cleaning series. I began my Steam library eventually, then arbitrarily rate or review them after we have a playtime. I don't quite know what this game is because it came out at random. This was released in November of 2021 by Caldera Studios. New game. Arcadia Fallen, The Legend of the Spirit Alchemist. Yeah, let's see what this game is. I want to be a spirit alchemist. Oh, we have a guest. Welcome. I was just about to tell a story to this empty room here. And I think I may just have found the perfect main character. It's you, the player. What do we call you? Morgan. Oh, I have to actually type something. All right, Steam cleaning. A fine name. Let us put a face to it. Oh, character creators. Do 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 do. Oh, voice.
I've got to go.
Finally.
Hairstyle. I have 2 hairstyles. I have 3 body types. It's all number of buttons. 0 buttons, 3 buttons, a crap ton of buttons. How many buttons do you want? And we can change, sleeve color. All right, whatever. Are you ready to become a legend? No. Oh. Are you ready to become a legend? Yes. Caldera Studios presents.
From the shimmer of light in the workshop, you felt safe to the broken glass in the streets, reflecting a fright, desperation.
Was not expecting a musical intro.
For acts of villainy, and heroes may need to confront their demons in more ways than one.
It's not a good song. This is not a bop.
The binding and twining of souls are born, so strong if they just keep you both on top. Yes, you. What will you do when the call for action beckons you to choose? Yes, you. What will you be? A hero, a villain, or a monster indeed?
Do do do. I'm so happy for them. I didn't like that song intro, but it really implies like they really are going for their style. To the east, way past even the capital of Urodas, lives a small town known as Anime Valley. And in the town sits a very special shop. Despite its modest size, the store is visited by most. Okay. For it is the only one of its kind in town, a store that sells alchemy. It is owned by Elizabeth. She's dead. A master of her craft and well respected among those who buy her wares. And you just happen to be her apprentice.
Thank you for your purchase. Please come again.
Oh, that's not her. Okay. Your master is firm but kind in her teaching. She treats the herbs with religious education. And for the better part of your life, you have been trying to learn as much as you can from her.
We are running low on headache remedies.
Oh, that is her.
Would you mind handling the room table for a moment?
Yeah, sure. Are you sure? I'll do it. I'll do it.
Of course. I'll get
There's
to work at
stats
once.
accompanying that. The rune table is an artifact provided to alchemists by the School of Magic. It runs on a core of controlled magic and can be manipulated by anyone with the proper training. It is, of course, not as powerful as actual mage, but it's quite practical for making household charms and remedies. Headache cures being one of the most popular options. You get to work preparing the ingredients as a tall man with an intimidating glare enters the store.
What can I do for you today, sir?
Spare me. Just give me the usual. Make it quick. I don't want to stick around in this creepy freak show any longer than I have to.
Hey!
Right. One remedy coming right up.
Behind the man, a shadow moves. A child peeks out, staring around the room with big, frightened eyes. You haven't seen the kid around the shop before. By the looks of it, he's been told one too many tales of child-eating potion makers. Smile and wave. You smile at the kid and give a friendly wave. At first, he freezes, realizing he's been caught, but then he slowly emerges and gives a shy wave back. Elizabeth coughs and you get your attention, and you realize she's looking at you expectantly. Oh, right, the potion. By placing lavender onto the table. Oh, here. Okay. Turn the center wheel. Turn the left. Match any pattern to the right by mixing the ingredients in the center. Strong. So I want one of those. That looks like strong. Hand over. Okay. You hand the potion to Elizabeth.
Here
you go. Oh,
sir.
sorry.
One extra strong headache remedy.
Elizabeth hands the potion to the customer, who pays with a grunt and nothing more. What a jerk. That was interesting. Do you need help with anything else?
So,
I generally don't like having the stats being displayed on the choices, because then I make choices based on the stat, not on the choice. Are there any potions we should restock? If you like, I could go and get more supplies.
Well done.
Oh, not full voice acting. In a moment, dear, I just wanted to tell you how proud I am of the way you handled that. I know it's difficult to keep calm when someone like that is in the store. I try, sulking. I try.
happy to help.
Thank you. I do my best, though he really was quite a character.
So that's how it is.
I agree. Having given the state of things, incidents like these are hard to avoid. People like us have to pick our battles carefully, lest we end up in a position where we can do nothing at all. But enough of that. I have another job for you. We just used up the last of the lavender making that remedy. Would you be so kind as to go and buy some more? Yeah, sure. Wasn't it being happy and cheerful?
I'll do
Okay.
it.
Right. I'll go right away.
Thank you, dear.
Please hurry, though. We wouldn't want another angry customer to come in only to discover I'm a hangover cure. You gather your things and leave the store a small way. Flower shop. The flower shop smells heavenly. Strange exotic plants are growing everywhere. Their colors vibrant and glowing with the faintest hint of magic.
Come in, come in. Here to pick up supplies, I presume?
Hi, Quinn.
Oh, perfect timing. Today's been so slow. I was going quite mad.
Mad!
How are things?
The owner, Quinn, has had the store for a little over a year. The first year of the small town having their very own mage. People have been really rude today.
You see,
It's been kind of rough. People seem to be in quite a bad mood today.
Oh, dear.
I'm sorry to hear that, darling. I guess I should count my blessing that I've had any customers today. It's only natural that things are a bit tense. After the ivy woods wilted, people are suspecting some kind of wicked magic to be at work. Which, of course, means people are less keen on coming near us magi folk. Question. The ivy woods wilted? What happened to the ivy woods?
How
You haven't heard?
curious.
And here I thought the small town news was supposed to travel fast. Yesterday, an entire section of forest just died. I wanted to go and gather some samples, see if it's perhaps a rare disease killing the trees. But I can't leave the shop, and I don't want to be caught out there investigating. People might start suspecting that I was the one who did it, and I really don't need that kind of attention. What kind of samples do you
I
need?
wonder.
Actually,
Anything be do at this point. A cutting from a dead tree, a pinch of dirt, it all could tell me something how it died. I'll get it for you.
I'll do it.
I'll go and get it for you. The forest isn't far, and it might help. Absolutely not. Elizabeth would kill me if she found out I sent you out there alone. It's dangerous, you know. No one but trained demon hunters would or should go near that area. No, it's better to let the officials handle this. I'm sure they'll figure out the cause soon enough. Hopefully then things will calm down. I guess you're right.
Okay.
You're probably right. I'm always right, darling. Slow day. All right.
Tell me.
No customers
about-
came out today? You're the first. It's quite odd. By this time, I usually had at least a couple of people poke their heads in out of curiosity of anything. But today has been completely quiet. I was starting to wonder if perhaps I missed some kind of local holiday tradition. But I guess in the end, people are just wary of magic due to what happened to the forest. It's that. People suspect magic?
What do you mean?
People always suspect magic. It's always easier to blame something you don't understand, especially when you're only exposed to hearsay and rumors. People out there don't experience the good sides of magic, like the self-driving wagons and other handy devices created by the Tinkers in Urodas, or the grand theater shows The Illusionists down south. They do have you, though. Your shop is quite wonderful in its own right, though.
Thank you.
Aw, thank you. I do believe people here are warming up to me after all. Flowers and herbs are hardly something you can create much controversy over, which is also why it was I. What? Which is also why it was I and not some firework tinker who was sent here. Okay. You were sent here?
So
You didn't choose to come here yourself? Oh, no, darling. When a maid graduates from the academy, we are assigned a shop to practice our craft. We could do it to make proposals where we'd like to go, but ultimately it's up to the council to distribute the graduates. They will consider the needs of the town, the cities, and the danger the mage might pose if they work without supervision. I, for one, am quite happy where I ended up. You like it here? You actually like it here? Thought you want to be somewhere more lively, like in one of the capitals or something.
Just
Oh, no.
imagine.
That's way too dull. I wouldn't learn anything in a forest of bricks. Out here, I'm right in the center of the greatest garden of all. Not to mention the fascinating underground of the magic mines. The energy coursing the soil is completely unique, and I keep finding new specimens that would make the students back at the college green with envy. Fireworks tinkers?
really?
There are serious mages who just make fireworks? Of course, but they are not just fireworks. They are the best, most beautiful fireworks on the continent, created to dazzle and entertain, the most marvelous sight to behold. I'm gonna be the happiest person. That sounds amazing. That sounds like a dream. I'll let us see that one day.
Actually,
You have to go to the capital to see it, I'm afraid. Such magic has to be performed under strict supervision, but it is worth the journey for sure. I have no more questions.
Actually,
Elizabeth sent me to gather some lavender. Do you have any?
oh,
Of course. The world can't go around without Madame's great headache remedy, can it now? Give me a second. Quinn finds the herbs you asked for and you pay for your words.
Come back
What is up with all the
soon.
headaches? There's gotta be something about that. Do say hi to Elizabeth for a minute to get back. She'll be dead when I return. It's getting late, but the streets are still buzzing with activity, not shown here. Citizens are making their final rounds, shopping, greeting friends, and while walking home from work. A bard, in a turtleneck, is sitting on the stones at the square, entertaining a small group of children. You find yourself pausing to listen to as he spins his tale.
And then, the Witch Queen of the North raised an army of demons from the depths of the mountains and laid waste to the lands.
Okay.
It was a time where wild magic ruled, and the people of this continent were bent under its heel.
The children gasp and huddle close together, and you smile. You've heard the story many times before and know just where it's going.
Then, from the ashes of a burned nation, rose 7 heroes.
Oh, drawing hands is hard.
They were the chosen ones, the paragons, and together they rallied the people and beat back the demon Scourge and their evil mistress.
The children cheer. Ah, yay! Boo, evil mistress. He's quite good.
Once the battle was over, they formed the Empire.
The Empire. In no story of history has the Empire ever been a bad
A
thing.
nation governed not by magic, but by people.
Ooh.
The first Paragon traveled south and built the 7 Winds Academy, a school to teach the next generations of mages so that magic may never again be used for chaos. The second Paragon traveled the continent to rid it from the remains of the witch's ilk. During his travels, other heroes chose to join his ranks, and that is how the Order of the Demon Hunters was formed. The remaining 5 set out to each build a great city. Cities that would later become the capitals of the Empire.
Man, I hope this character's name is Exposition the Bard.
And in the central capital built by Alethros, their leader, stand 7 seats, each representing one of the 7 rulers of the Empire.
Every maid had 7 sacks, every sack had 7 cats, every cat had 7 six. That's
And from
kittens.
these seats, their successors still rule to this day.
Yay!
The end.
Yay! There's a clapping and cheering with some of the adults around politely joining in, but then one child raised her hand, head tilted in curiosity, in the way that only children can do.
But, Mr. Bard, sir,
Yeah, get him!
you say there are 7 seats, but my mom says there are only 6.
Screw you, child.
Why should the mages have a seat?
The air suddenly tenses. The market has gone quiet, all eyes now turn to the bard who remains unfazed, smiling.
That's the thing about stories. Sometimes they don't actually end, even if the bard has said so. They become the beginning of something new.
Oh, good parry. He turns slightly, and you swear for a moment he's looking straight at you before he shrugs.
But alas, I was only paid to tell you rascals one tale for today.
Oh man, capitalism.
So, that particular sequel will have to wait for another time.
There's a collection of groans of dismay, but the kids get up and leave. You two figure you linger long enough and continue on your way. Do I have a stat screen? She's dead, isn't she? You almost reach home, but came to a halt when you hear someone cry out. Your head whips around to a dark side street. The people around you keep walking, ignoring the sound even as you grow loud. Can they not hear it? You glance ahead and see no reaction. Everyone just carries on apathetically. You know you should probably do the same. You can vividly imagine Elizabeth's improving state, but the darkness of the alley begins you when you leave the busy street to investigate. Oh. She's got horns and ears, and it's that guy from before. Amanda still under the form of a young girl, or what appears to be a girl.
Really, there's no need for this. I was simply a bit lost, you see? I didn't mean to wander into your town uninvited. Just let me go, and I'll be out of your hair for good. Gone. Whoosh.
You expect me to believe that, spirit?
Oh, she's the spirit.
I am not fooled by your petty tricks and illusions. I see you, and I am going to make sure whatever wicked scheme you have planned ends right here.
I swear, I'm not planning anything.
Demon spawn like you don't belong.
Oh,
in
you
this
said spirit,
world.
now it's demon spawn?
Die, you filthy creature!
What are you gonna do? He's going to kill her. You have to do something, but what? What? Okay, I'm getting... Your choice will influence your personality. Okay. This poor girl in her adventurous. Oh, man. Again, I lead on the side that I would rather know less when it comes to these choices for what kind of things I'm getting, but like I completely understand why there's a demand to be like, no, tell the players what they're getting. Like I always go back and forth here. This going to help. Let's be adventurous. No way that bully's gonna get away with this.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Get away from that poor girl.
The man spins around, his eyes are crazed, dangerous, and familiar. You. A chill runs down your spine as something flashes in the man's eye. You could have sworn they almost looked red.
You're that old hag's apprentice, aren't you? You lure people with your pretty potions and promises of healing. But in the end, you're just the same. You...
Arg.
Magic
Oh.
scum like you should all just die.
He moves so fast, there's a blur movement, and then you feel a sharp pain in your chest. Aw, snap, I died. End, bad end. You look down and see a Hilton Knight, bloom of red glowing outward, staining everything. Weirdly, you almost don't feel the pain. Shock is making the strangest of thoughts suddenly relevant.
So, that's what a lot of blood looks like. It's thicker than I imagined and more red.
Like my sleeves.
Thank you. You really saved me there. I'm sorry this had to happen. Let me see. Ouch, yeah. He got you real good, didn't he? Pierced the heart.
Oh, man.
Humans need hearts, I'm certain of that. And such a brave heart, too. Don't be scared. I'll fix it, I promise.
Uh-oh.
It won't be easy, though. It really isn't quite the state. I think I can mend it. But it needs something to stick it together. Your soul, I mean. No use mending the body when you're, well, dead. Sorry. That was rather insensitive, wasn't it? Nothing wrong with being dead. I mean, it happens to all of us. But, oh, right. Not important.
Just a moment, I'll fix you right up. Oh, I didn't realize.
Oh. My head.
Yeah. Sorry about that. You knocked your head pretty bad when you fell. I should get you a potion for that.
You blearily force your eyes open. You are still in the alleyway, but the street has gone quiet and the afternoon light is fading. You must have been unconscious for a while. Your hand flies up your chest, pointed by the knife still sticking out, but there's no wound.
It doesn't hurt, right? Honestly, I don't know much about human skin, so I kind of just stitched it together the best I could.
You saved me. That's a bit. I'm now adventurous.
You saved me from that man. How did you do that? That's amazing.
It was nothing. It was my fault you got into this mess after all. Sorry about that, by the way.
Do I have a... Oh, there's 2 question marks. Okay, so I'm wondering if there's a stat screen somewhere.
It was really something, though. To think a spirit would
Oh.
go as far as to possess a human like that. I know the whole humans against magic thing doesn't make for the best of relationships, but there's no need to be rude. Oh, I'm
probably confused, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Why was that guy harassing
I
you?
met that guy earlier today. He wasn't nice back then either, but the way he treated you was horrible.
Well, you know,
Oh.
humans don't usually care much for spirits.
I'm never sure when they don't do full voice acting. Like, is there just a long pause? Like, you should put 3 dots in there or something.
Supposedly illegal, after all. Chaotic magic, dangerous, yada yada.
Oh, yada yada exists in this realm. So I guess there's Baba Yaga and yada yada.
This guy was particularly aggressive about it, though. His heart has a lot of hate inside it, which is probably the reason why the mean spirit decided to take it.
Who are you?
So, who are you?
Aha, right. I am so sorry. I should have introduced myself, shouldn't I? I'm Mime.
Mime.
Well, I'm a spirit, I believe you would say. A friendly one, though. Don't worry.
Look like a monster.
Guy. His appearance changed all of a sudden. The horns.
Oh, he had horns? I didn't see
red
that.
Eyes. He looked like
Well, the
some
horns
kind
means he
of
was possessed by
monster.
a...
My guess is that some mean spirit latched onto his anger and possessed him. The spirit must have been quite powerful, too. Spark a physical transformation like that? I wonder what it was doing here. Anyway, the best course of action would be to stay far away from that guy, but I guess you already figured that out the hard way.
So I will say the writing overall is good. I'm not seeing a lot of typos, errors. The voice acting is great to have, but I don't think it matches the layout of the text, which again is fine, but like that's an area where there's a little bit of a scuff in the quality. Why are you here?
So, thank you for saving me, but why are you still here? Aren't you afraid more people like that guy will show up?
Well, you see, I might be kinda, sorta
Aha!
bound here to you.
What?
I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. But you were all dead and broken, and all the pieces didn't want to stick together, and I panicked, and I may have somehow linked myself to your soul in order to bind it to your body.
Oh. Angry. Let me appeal to the consequences of her actions, and perhaps she will learn from them. Sure.
You saved my life. The method might not have been ideal, but I really can't blame you for helping me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I know, I should have done better, and I shouldn't have... Huh? You forgive me? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Don't worry, we'll find some way to fix this. I'm sure of it.
Sounds like an adventure.
I've always dreamed about a grand adventure of my own. Maybe this is it.
I guess that's
You're
the best way to look at it.
not treating this with the respect it deserves.
I don't know how to fix this, but I do know someone who might. I'll take you there. She's going to be so mad at me.
You and mine both pause and listen. While we were talking, the quiet night is wrapped in steady swell of voices. A sinister feeling makes hairs on your neck stand, and the mime scurries closer to you. The small spirit has grown quite pale.
Something doesn't feel right. I think we should leave now.
She tugs you by the sleeve and you follow her to the end of the alley and stops short suddenly with smell slithering down the street. Smoke. And your eyes grow wide, you spot the flickering lights in the distance, a feeling of dread settling in your stomach. The shop!
Hey! Wait!
I think this is in a good, strong intro. You get a lot of moments of tension, a lot of transformers into the characters. You get the setup of multiple threats and multiple problems. Forests, stabbing, burning the shop, magic, like all this stuff is set up and going, okay, you're in a world that's complex, there's lots of stuff happening. and you are now getting more and more intertwined with it. So it's a really good, strong start for the first 20, 25 minutes of the game. The art style is soft, as in paint, not painterly, but like, what's the right word? Anime style, like light lines, like they're doing lower detail but higher contrast, which I think works well for it. And like I said, the voice acting is great to have, even though it's got a few voice direction issues, which is, it's a smaller team. So Arcadia Fallen, pretty good. Cheers.